PayPal stock fined 6% after flood of users cancel over $2,500 misinformation debacle. In case you guys didn't know, PayPal has recently updated their user agreements, and they've completely gone down the road of wokeism, essentially turning into social justice warriors who are threatening to fine you if you spread misinformation. Here is the updated users policy where they say a violation of this constitutes a violation of PayPal user agreement and may subject you to damages, including liquidated damages of $2,500 US per violation, which may be debited directly from your PayPal account. And what are some of the things you're not allowed to do? Well, the promotion of hate, whatever PayPal decides that means. If you are in violation of that, you could be fined $2,500. And obviously, this has led to a lot of people wanting to cancel their PayPal account, or trying to at least. This is what you get from them when you do. May I know the reason that you want to close your account? I think you know, says Christina here. Please just close the account, thank you. And so, as we said, this has resulted in a plummeting of their stock, 6%. This is over $5 billion in market cap, and they are now turning around and saying that PayPal says the policy to punish users for misinformation was just in error. No, this was just a mistake, ladies and gentlemen. Well, today, we're going to look at this irrefutable evidence that PayPal is lying when it comes to saying that this notice went out in error, ladies and gentlemen, because in case you haven't noticed, there seems to be a bit of a pattern here when it comes to cancel culture just running completely out of control. If you've been watching Press for Truth for any amount of time, you will know, well, if you go to my website right now, the main banner at the top takes you to this Go Get funding campaign, Operation Save the Press for Truth. And here I explain in the campaign story how my YouTube account was terminated. My Facebook page that had 350,000 followers, that's being banned. My Twitter account with 25,000 followers, my Press for Truth account, has been banned. My MailChimp account, where I could email all my viewers, has been banned. My GoFundMe account was banned. And this was all because I was wrongfully accused of being a white supremacist racist by a gaggle of BLM and Antifa feminists. I was then wrongfully accused again by a larger mob, and I was assaulted by that mob and then arrested by the Vancouver Police Department, and I was smeared by the media and the VPD as the instigator, even though there was 3 hours of live streaming leading up to the events that prove otherwise. And my GoFundMe, my MailChimp, my Twitter, my YouTube, Facebook, it was all deplatformed, guys, as a result of this woke cancel culture that's been going on. And it's not just these things like MailChimp, GoFundMe, Twitter, and the such, but Patreon as well. In case you didn't know, look at this. Your account is suspended for violating community guidelines if you will not receive payments from your patrons. And I'll show you what I allegedly violated in terms of their community guidelines, but this is something that's been happening for a while, guys. So this is why I set up an account at Subscribestar. These guys are far less likely to censor my work here at Press for Truth, guys. So here's where you can sign up for $5 a month, $10 a month, $20, $50, whatever is within your means to help me continue to put out this information. I had over 300 patrons at one time over there at Patreon. I'm now sitting at around 91 subscribers on Subscribestar. So please help me get these numbers back up to where I used to be before this cancel culture kicked in and did a number on me, folks. So the links are going to be located in the description below for all of this. But let's just jump right into this. Shares in PayPal are off more than 6%. That's around, as I said, $5 billion market cap in early Monday trading after a massive internet campaign to cancel accounts went viral in response to the company's now reversed policy that would fine users $2,500 if they were to allegedly promote misinformation or hate. The company backpedaled on their line in their user agreement, which stated that for each violation, PayPal says users are subject to repercussions. Those include liquidated damages of $2,500 per violation, with the money being taken directly out of a person's PayPal account. Users were directed to PayPal's user agreement, which states in part that PayPal can take a number of actions if users participate in restricted activities, such as holding their money in balance indefinitely. It also said that you will be liable to PayPal for the amount of PayPal's damages caused by your violation. Again, this is $2,500. After outrage ensued, PayPal then insulted everyone's intelligence, claiming the $2,500 penalty, which would have definitely gone through legal review. It just went out in error, and it included incorrect information. An AUP notice recently went out in error that included incorrect information. PayPal is not fining people for misinformation, and this language was never intended to be inserted in our policy, a spokesperson said. Our teams are working to correct our policy pages. We're sorry for the confusion this has caused, the spokesperson added. No, I think you're probably sorry about the fact that your shares have plummeted 6% and people figured out what this is all about. I mean, let me show you this thread who claims they have irrefutable evidence that they are lying when it comes to putting this notice out in error, because it was uploaded to their website since Tuesday, September 27th, as attested by this internet archive.org right here. And here it is, the Wayback Machine, Internet Archives. Here it is, right? So as we see here, there's also proof from Archive Today from Wednesday, September 28th, as noted here. So there's proof from 2 archival services that this notice was prepared at least 1 week in advance. And it was already pre-filled with the date that it was prepared to go public. I don't know if you noticed that, guys, but look, it's dated as being updated November 3rd, 2022. We're not even in November yet. So this was actually they already had the release date of when the new terms of services were going to kick in. This new agreement would be applied. And again, it was published to their website. It was sitting here for like at least a week. But wait, there's more. I downloaded the file and checked out the metadata. You can see that the author is a person named Yuki Lin, and you can see that she had been working on this document since September 21st. So they've been working on this document for almost 2 weeks before it went public, and it was finalized and sitting on their website with the date of publication already filled in for at least a week. So is this a mistake? Well, that's up for you to decide, ladies and gentlemen. So to me, it looks like there are clearly trying to go into damage control here when it comes to losing billions and billions and billions of dollars over essentially being called out for their wokeism nonsense. And really, guys, the big takeaway here from this one, the moral of the story is the absolute sheer importance of decentralization. Not only that, but personal responsibility and personal custodianship of your finances. That is absolutely so important moving forward, that you have the ability to control your own funds no matter what. I mean, who could forget this, guys? When I was under attack in Ottawa, and DRUTHERS had their bank account frozen under the Emergencies Act, right? Remember that? Not only them, hundreds of others. Even though the Emergency Act is currently still being debated, the Trudeau government has gone ahead and frozen over 200 bank accounts of people who either took part in the Freedom Convoy or who financially supported those who were taking part in the Freedom Convoy. DRUTHERS News raised over $100,000 to give directly to the truckers, but when their editor-in-chief, Sean Jason, went to his bank to prepare the checks, he was informed that the government has blocked him from using his own personal bank account. Guys, that should have been a huge wake-up call, that you got to get your money out of these financial institutions. And like I said in the beginning of this video, this is an ongoing trend. I've been covering it for years, in fact. I put this one out 3 years ago in 2019. This is financial terrorism. The left targets bank accounts of hate groups that they disagree with. Again, guys, so this has been a consistent pattern. As you see, I've been kicked off of Patreon. I've been kicked off of all these other things, which is why I set up this campaign. Don't forget to check me out at Subscribe Star. But here we have PayPal getting busted, caught in this cancel culture movement, and absolutely backpedaling to try to save face and go into damage control. Now, you remember I told you about how I was banned from Patreon. Well, my account is still currently suspended, and here is an email I got where it says, look at this, Patreon can no longer support accounts that repeatedly use unfounded or debunked theories to argue against broadly supported public health measures on COVID-19. Okay, well, everything's changed. I mean, the CDC, the WHO, they've all flip-flopped on this stuff. Even YouTube has, pulled back on the things you can and can't say in terms of vaccinations on their channel, but Patreon is sticking with this. And additionally, since our guidelines extend to any projects that you fund via Patreon, this means that online content linked to your creator page is subject to our guidelines. So here they give some examples of, what they claim is, me spreading so-called medical misinformation. Like this video, triple vaxxed soccer superstar Alphonso Davies now has myocarditis, and officials say it's due to COVID. That is absolutely true. There is nothing conspiratorial or false about what I'm saying in this video, but they want me to remove it, not only from Patreon, but from my website if I want to continue to be able to use that service. They also put up this one. Proof COVID's not that bad. Vaccine mandates for cross-border truckers, and behold the super immune. I mean, guys, it has a over 99% recovery rate, which again is what this statement is alluding to. And finally, this one, a Rumble video. Oh no, they're coming for your kids because it's all about control. According to Patreon, I am not allowed to suggest such a thing, so for that I have been suspended. Again, guys, don't forget to check me out on Subscribestar. It's an excellent Patreon alternative because, I've been on the chopping block for quite some time, and I am glad to see that PayPal was essentially caught in what they were attempting to do. And this isn't over. They still may do this. And this is why personal responsibility and custodianship for your own finances is absolutely crucial moving forward. So how do you do that? Well, there's a lot of ways that it can be done. If you're leaving any money in PayPal, get it out. Even if it's in your bank accounts, it's not good to have it in dollars right now. There are other ways to assure that your assets are going to maintain their value and that you maintain control over them. Some of the greatest ways: gold, silver, precious metals, and a little bit of cryptocurrencies. You don't want to have all your eggs in one basket, but when it comes to crypto, you can have privacy coins like Monero, and you can set up a wallet like a Nano Ledger S. And this is a little device. I have one. I should have brought it to show you, but it's just this little device that it'll set up a 12 or sometimes 24 word passcode that will gain you access to your own cryptocurrencies. And if you memorize these words, you essentially have your wallet in your head, walking around with you all the time. If you lose the device, it doesn't matter. You just go buy a new one and input the info. In case you didn't know, it goes the same for Bitcoin wallets, for example. So if you're, how if you're traveling with over $10,000, usually you're supposed to declare that. Well, what if you have more than $10,000 sitting in a Bitcoin account in a wallet on your phone? Well, guys, if you have the 12-word passphrase access keys to your crypto memorized, you can just delete the app off your phone. And if it's confiscated by the authorities, they're not going to see a Bitcoin wallet. It's not going to be there. But then when you arrive in the other country that you're going to, you just go ahead, you download the wallet again. It'll say, are you creating a new wallet, or are you trying to revive an already existing one? And you revive the existing one, you put in the words that you've memorized, and bingo bango, access to your funds. Nobody can mess with you like they've done here in Canada already. And I've reported on places like in Cyprus before, where they've confiscated funds out of people's bank accounts directly. So this is, again, an ongoing pattern that's been happening for quite some time. I've been reporting on it for years. I've been directly affected by this myself, guys. Again, if you want to read the full campaign story about how this all went down for me, please check out Operation Save the Press for Truth. Links will be located in the description below, guys. And that's all for today. I want to thank you for all the loyal viewers who have been with me over the years. Interestingly enough, if you happen to be watching this on YouTube, 75% of the people who watch are not actually subscribed. So if you're not yet, please click that subscribe button. But better yet, Go into the description and you'll see where you can find me on all these other far better platforms that are decentralized and who are not going to censor me. You got BitChute, Odyssey, Rumble, Minds, Bastion. There's a number of platforms that I'm posting on these days that are far better than YouTube, more decentralized and less likely to censor me moving forward. So please check the links in the description below for all of this, guys. Don't forget to click that thumbs up button, share this video with all your friends and family who you think need to see it the most. And stay tuned. We're going to have more video reports coming very soon. This is Dan Dicks reporting for Press for Truth.
We all want truth. The truth will set you